Hello and welcome everyone to Comic Movie Mark's live commentary.
There we go.
I was gonna say a watch along, but
yeah, I have no idea what we call these. I think we call them watch alongs typically.
yeah.
So yeah, live commentary. As you can hear the energy in our voice for this one, we are ready to go.
Lock,
Cheers,
stock.
sir.
Lock, stock, and ready to go.
Hope you are as well. Oh shit! All right, someone else is ready to go. I'm just gonna nurse mine.
You got three, motherfucker. You better start working on it now. Okay, that's a good way to start a stream.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for whoever has joined in on this. It's our usual, so we appreciate it. Hope you're
Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you fucking clicked on the video. You know what we're doing.
You can
there.
read the title, right? Even though some people can't read, apparently. I noticed in a couple comments.
Yeah, no kidding.
Woo.
Brutal.
Anyway. Oh man. So I got my oh wait, I'm loaded up on the wrong place. Anyway.
Yeah, I got a DC shirt on too.
But we got Avengers Infinity War. Something I was just thinking of earlier when I was setting everything up. We have Endgame coming out in less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine if they would have let Snyder do his thing. We would have also had Justice League 2 come out this year.
Holy shit.
We would have had Darkseid and
Holy
Thanos
shit.
in the same year.
Wow. Yep. I didn't even think about that.
I was just thinking about it earlier because I was like, man, because these, kind of half correlations between what Snyder's plans were.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot more to they all point out when we start watching this movie of things that I feel like were almost direct ripoff of Snyder. Purposefully or not.
Yeah. There's some give or take with it. I mean, sometimes with cinema, it's hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so, a lot of people borrow ideas and nothing's original, which is also what pisses people off about Snyder fans, because you see all over Twitter and stuff like that. Oh, of course you're going to try to find some sort of correlation between the Endgame trailers and Zack Snyder. But so many things that are pulled look so close to what he did. So it's hard not to.
So we got Avengers Infinity War. So that's what we're supposed to be talking about.
Yes.
We got Avengers Infinity War. We got pulled up on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, it's on Netflix right now. So it's free in that way. I think I saw Lantern 2814 said he had a bootleg copy. Like, man, if you got Netflix, you can watch it on Netflix, man. You don't have to watch a bootleg one. He also has some other things because I just realized that we were doing this on 420.
Oh, yes.
I like Shane, the family man right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 420. That's how I make it through the day.
So we are at 0 minutes and 0 seconds on the Netflix player. It's a 2 hour and 29 minutes and 44 seconds. Do you remember what the after credit scenes were for this thing? I have no idea. I'm sure people will let us know in the comments.
I don't remember. I don't know if we're going to sit through it. We might just sign off as soon as the credits hit.
The love-hate movie. There is some aspects in this movie that I love, and then there's a lot of aspects that I hate.
Yeah.
And we're going to have fun with this one.
Yeah. It's our first Marvel watch-along.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah. So let's, I guess we can check the comments first to make sure everybody's in.
Yeah.
Do we have more than 3?
We have 7. All right.
Oh, mine says 15.
Shane, why did you say it's ripoff? 420 got my bowl.
Jesus. Yeah, everybody's ready.
About the Infinity Gauntlet, how come the fake one is at least 1,500 years old, older than the real one? No clue. Hate the Hulk aspect. Oh, I can't wait to get into that. Thanos was the best part. Yeah, agreed.
All right. So get your video up, and we are going to hit play as soon as I turn up the volume just smidge. Hopefully not too loud because it's copyright.
Yeah.
But we got to be able to hear it, so we might be like...
With our roll passes.
All right, here we go. Hit and play in 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a delay on that hit and play.
That's okay. I think there's a delay on a live stream anyways. So
yeah, that's true.
PG-13, in case anyone wanted to know. So depending on what copy you're watching, this is now going through kind of the Marvel intro with all the different
radio broadcast of Thor's Asworld.
Yeah.
Asworld. It's getting attacked.
Might as well be.
What's left of Asgard is getting attacked. Oh, fuck this.
Alrighty.
See, somewhere you're supposed to get that somehow Valkyrie, Korg, and some other people actually did make it off the ship.
Right.
But I don't.
I never got that.
Like, to me, it looks like it's in pieces and getting wrecked here. That guy's broadcasting. There's women and children on here. I don't know.
I actually thought when we first saw this, I thought this was a great introduction. Like almost right off the bat, you're like, okay, this is some serious shit. You know, it doesn't take too long to really get into it.
This guy, Squidward, as Tony Stark likes to call him, I actually really liked him, and this is one of the things we'll get into later on. The thing I hate is how they fucking killed him.
Absolutely.
They actually gave this guy some character, some personality, and I actually really liked it.
Dialogue. But Marvel, the MCU is not known for great dialogue, and he has had some solid dialogue.
I think it's Ebony Maw is the correct name, but it's good. It's what he's saying. But man, did they wreck these motherfuckers. This did make me laugh a little bit because I remember seeing an article before Infinity War came out saying fans got to see the first 30 minutes and they thought it was hilarious. And this is literally the first thing that comes up after getting wiped out.
I remember that. Because that was a big worry was that, of course, you know, it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be funny, a bunch of jokes and stuff like that. And they lead with this. Something else with dialogue, I feel like Thanos had some pretty solid lines of dialogue as well.
This is very on the nose right here. Like they wrote this before they ever wrote the movie.
Infinity War is a much better Ragnarok movie than Thor Ragnarok. Man, that's the truth.
And now it's here, meaning Thanos, the first. Well, one of the things that bugged me, he just has the Power Stone. So that means he wrecked the Nova Corps.
Yeah.
And we never saw it. It just gets brought up later on, and I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is the other thing that I don't know how much this gauntlet, because honestly, I don't know the comic book origins of the gauntlet. But that stone attached to Ronin's hammer was like just wrecking planets and wrecking shit. But now that he touches Thor's head with it, it just burns him.
Maybe it's all within Thanos' control.
That's what I'm wondering, if he has the ability to
kind of do whatever.
Down it a little bit.
Yeah. So he's obviously just torturing him at that point.
Oh yeah, and by the way, count how many. This is how many like tropes they use. So not only does Loki pull the Tesseract out of thin air to give to Thanos, later on Doctor Strange pulls the Time Stone out of thin air to give to Thanos. They just kind of reuse the same shit.
And then right here, this is when you're like, fuck yeah. We have a Hulk. Immediately, first couple minutes into the movie, we have a pretty sweet little hand-to-hand combat here.
I saw a video where one guy lied so bad to prove a point about Infinity War. He's talking about how people bitching about the shaky cam when the fight scenes happen. He's like, I don't know what they're talking about. And he shows this scene. I'm like, oh, showing two computer-generated characters fighting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, of course there's no shaky cam because there's no real people.
Right. And they're even kind of using like a handheld motion there with two CGI.
And then Hulk loses to a body slam.
Yeah.
Leg drop that motherfucker. If you're going to do it, he should have leg dropped him.
Or at least the Ultimate Warrior drop and then big splash. Something. Come on.
This guy has some pretty sweet powers.
Yeah.
Here's some of the shoddy CGI.
Yeah. And then that's kind of it for the Hulk. I'm assuming the Hulk has some redemption. I'm fucking praying
they're going to give
he
him
has some
some
sort of
massive redemption story.
I feel like, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but if anyone's seen this fucking movie, the entire movie, it becomes an internal struggle and it's a bunch of horse shit. 2 favorite Marvel characters, maybe 3. I'd say Wolverine, Spider-Man, Hulk for me. And to see the Hulk, who can go hand to hand with Thanos, just get nerfed right off the bat,
yeah,
frustrating as hell. That was one of the most frustrating things. The only thing I can think of is, you have to frustrate the audience to build it up, to have a great payoff. Wrestling mentality, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I think that eventually they're going to have this big payoff.
They have to, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed.
One thing I'm always confused about is why does he have to take the armor off in order to take this Infinity Stone? Like, was that just bugging him?
He probably not comfortable.
And now he gets more stones, so he's more comfortable. I guess I don't know. To wear short shorts.
Crushes it.
Looks like meth.
And bam.
Oh yeah, that O face. Look at that O face. CGI. Oh.
Josh Brolin, fucking perfect for this character.
Hardboiled Entertainment, Matt knows what meth looks like. Dude, look up Sun Valley. All right?
Yeah.
Sun Valley, Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
It's like the meth capital of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately,
it's on our flag, for God's sakes. I'm getting fucking ads on my own live stream. What the fuck? I can't see. There we go. Josh Brolin's a very underrated actor. Many Types podcast. I love him. I lost him. Sicario.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might have been an underrated actor. I think people know they know of him now.
Yeah, 2018 was the year of Brolin.
Yeah,
he was Thanos. He was in Sicario 2 and Deadpool. Yeah. Cable.
He's making some money.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's some fucking blockbuster movies right there.
Yeah.
Who actually thinks Loki's dead? How many of these deaths do you think they're going to buy back? I kind of find it hard for them to. I find it hard for them to buy back the physical ones, like this one, like Gamora.
Gamora, yeah. Loki, I don't know. Because how many times have we thought he's been dead?
Well, he even says it here. No more resurrections. Come on. They set it in stone.
not if there's time travel involved.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Flying around the earth backwards.
Yeah. We're finding 2 points to jump in.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't know. Man, if I was those guys, I'd be like, hurry the fuck up, hurry the fuck up, hurry the fuck up. I think this is, though, proof that I don't think Thor is going to die in Endgame.
No, I don't think so either.
Because I don't think anything can kill him.
Yeah. There we go. First scene in Infinity War. Kind of setting the table and shit.
It's a good way to start a movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I was pleasantly surprised when we watched this in theater. I was like, okay.
And then this is
now
where
you have my attention.
And now it kind of starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Mark Ruffalo, but like he even talked about Thor Ragnarok broke the MCU universe.
Mm-hmm.
The MCU. He was talking about it broke it and stuff because of how the characters acted.
Well, yeah, they were just all for punchlines,
and I think it broke him because he ever since Ragnarok, like this, and then what I've seen in Endgame with some of the trailers, he just looks bad. I don't know if they're being told to act like that or something, but he looks like an idiot.
I saw someone, I can't remember who it was, but someone was talking about how Doctor Strange in this made them want to watch the actual Doctor Strange movie. And I don't know. I definitely think he's solid in this, but...
Did we lose video?
Yeah. Can you guys still hear us? No?
We just started this thing. What happened?
Camera went off, yes. Okay, they can still hear us. So we have audio, but not video. Okay, yes. Random. Is the camera working?
Well, click the...
Are we back? Audio, no video.
I think we're coming back just a minute, guys.
All right, I think we're back. Holy shit. Sexy voices.
Yeah, you like that logo.
Fucking Thanos, bam.
You fucking wiped this out.
But we are back. He can't fucking keep us down.
That was weird.
All right.
Pregnant Pepper. My dog's name is Pepper, by the way, so this always makes me laugh.
Okay, anyways, what I was talking about before we lost video was about Doctor Strange. I can't remember who it was, but someone talked about how he's solid in this, makes them want to watch the Doctor Strange movie. And I would agree to an extent that, yeah, the Doctor Strange in this is so much better than the Doctor Strange movie, but it doesn't make me want to go back and watch it again. No. It's just kind of like, man, what they could have done in the movie itself.
Exposition time. You know, this is kind of where like it feels unoriginal because like you had the same story with Justice League when she does the mother box discussion. Yeah. It's just free though. They cut it in half, you know. Probably the most frustrating thing. And I guess, you know, a lot of people bitch about this. Like, how does he know all this when he was the Hulk at the time? Thor Ragnarok set it up to where it was 2 years he didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden now he knows everything about Thanos and his mom.
If he gets his hands on all 6 stones, Tony, he could destroy life on scale.
Now you know why Tony Stark was a bachelor during his entire run.
See, this part right here is really terrible.
Yeah.
Leaning on the cauldron of crap, smacking him. I'm gonna love it. This is
what a lot of people were looking forward to for some reason was the banter between these two. Why? They're the same fucking character.
Yeah. It's so stupid. God damn it. Fuck you.
That's the thing that frustrates me when you go back to Iron Man 1. And, you know, we've talked about how just solid and what a great movie that is. I feel like because so many characters try to have that little quick-witted banter, you know, even the most recently Captain Marvel, which I guess she is like that in the comics, found out later. However, so many of the characters are like that it kind of takes away from Tony Stark's uniqueness in a sense.
We have to find him now.
Yeah, that's the thing. 2 weeks ago, Vision turned off his transponder. He's offline.
What? lost another superbot? He's more than that. He's evolving.
Who could fight this?
He's evolved enough to
Who
bow
could-
check a
who
wow
could-
wow.
Who could find Vision? I don't know. Two of the smartest guys in the world are in the room, but we're gonna say it's Steve Rogers, the guy on steroids. Yeah, that makes perfect fucking sense.
Not that easy.
Call him. Yeah, because the phone that he got probably doesn't have a cell network anymore. Like the Beatles, this terrible line.
Like a band? Like the Beatles?
See, Mark Ruffalo is not a comedy guy.
No.
And this looks on his face like it's bad.
And I don't necessarily mind Mark Ruffalo. I just don't really like him as the Hulk, especially when we had an
I
Edward
don't like him
Norton.
as Banner.
Yeah,
Like his banner just sucks. Like it was decent in First Avengers,
yeah.
but it pretty much just went downhill since. It's been charged the whole time, sitting in his pocket.
Yeah. You know how difficult it would be to find that stupid phone charger?
Would have been better if he had it as Captain America instead of Steve Rogers. That would have been funny.
Cap, something.
Captain, your mama's dead because of my buddy. Well, they do have a skylight now. Maybe it's just moving from that.
This is where it starts to pick up again a little bit. I like this little this scene coming up. Look, it's like the Metropolis scene. Just kidding.
But see, this is where it's stupid.
Bruce Wayne running into
these
the.
are these moments I hate right here. Oh, this woman falls. Okay, show Tony saving her. Car hits a post. Help him. Yelling orders. Help random dude that slammed into a post. Put my cool sunglasses on. I'm sure they have some kind of technology.
Yeah, I think it shows it. I can't remember, but see, spaceship showing up in the big city. Is this not Man of Steel?
Yep,
Spider senses.
sort of. I kind of get that too when I get a breeze touching my.
Who is your best character in Infinity War? That's a good question.
I would probably say Doctor Strange.
Yeah, probably.
I'd probably go
I
or
didn't-
Thanos.
I didn't mind. Yeah,
I mean, Thanos is kind of the obvious answer, but I don't know.
I didn't mind Tony too much in this.
He bugged the fuck out of me. Keep your eyes on the road, Stan. Jeez.
Come on, old man.
You're on a busy. I like how nobody saw that. There's a kid that just launched out of a bus wearing a Spider-Man
I
mask.
fucking love this suit, though. Absolutely love this suit. And actually Tony's. Yeah, I like the Iron Man suit in this. How it just kind of comes together. You didn't like it?
Oh, I like the nanotechnology.
Yeah.
I don't like the look.
Really? Man, I liked it a lot.
It's just getting more and more CGI. So he just has to wear less and less. So it just kind of looks awkward here. This may sound really weird, but it gives him like broad shoulders and skinny hips.
Yeah, that sounds really weird.
So it just looks funny though.
See, it's very similar to Man of Steel.
Smallville Showdown,
Yeah.
except they have to have two of them on their side, pussies. Clark took them on by
Yeah,
himself.
exactly.
I guess the military.
And there was this whole evolution thing. But the military was shooting at Clark, too.
Yeah,
Never fails. We got to bring in DC somehow.
yeah. Squidward.
Happening animals. Certainly not. I speak for myself. Trespassing in this city and on this planet. Please get lost, Squidward.
Oh, there's the Squidward line.
No, not really. When do I ever get what I want? That's right.
That's right.
Been a while.
I hate this shit.
Happy, buddy.
I hate this. Especially you go back to the first Avengers. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm always angry. Boom. And then he changes. So, but now all of a sudden, no.
But I'm sure they have a thing. That's my birthday. That's the thing right
He can't get it up.
Yeah.
It happens with age. He's got gray in his hair. He's trying so hard. We're almost getting to the biggest plot hole in probably all of cinema. This is badass. Even the little walk and everything. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was.
Then he takes the glasses back off. I don't know, but you see what I mean? Like a big chest, little hips. It's weird. And why didn't he use this before? Or later, I mean. Nice. Good for him.
I like that part, right? If I got him my
Never
way.
uses that again.
Bitch.
Faces Thanos. Never uses it again. I'm gonna crush you with a car. Oh,
Yeah, this part's pretty cool too with Doctor Strange.
oh my God! He went through a building. How many people did he just kill?
Right? A shit ton.
Look at all those fucking lasers going everywhere. All they do is cut down a tree.
Not the Earth.
Come on. Another O face.
And even that whole struggle just fucking it's just terrible. Takes you out of it.
Good teamwork.
Yeah, I think the choreography in a lot of this is pretty sweet. Where do they just? Oh, I was gonna say, where do they just send those? Ah! Innocent people,
I like how a fire hydrant takes out him.
right?
All this shit.
Get over here.
How do you know anything about children? Then why don't you kill him? Hmm. Like how that thing is no longer around his neck, so he can fly away. See, no spider sense.
Yeah,
Like they try to say that he does because he gets his hair stands up for a second.
but then he doesn't know that a fucking sign's flying around the.
But which is weird because I mean I don't know. I've only read like one or two Spider-Man comics, but I remember like before it was the spider sense is actually what helps him swing, so he doesn't fuck up.
I don't necessarily remember. I had a decent amount when I was a lot younger. I don't remember that, but I remember when objects were coming towards him. That's what it helped with. Right there. Biggest fucking plot hole possibly in cinema history. Why even show that? Why even have that a thing? Or did the Russos not realize it? You can send him to one place, basically throw your little circle, and then boom, cut off Thanos' hand. Nothing? Like, I don't know why you would even have that as a part of the scene to make the viewer come to that conclusion themselves, unless a lot of people didn't.
It's really, yeah, it's a big fuck up because it's just becomes very obvious and annoying.
Yeah. Especially later when we get into the battle on what planet is it? Titan?
Yeah.
Where they're holding Thanos. I thought they were going to try to incorporate that somehow, but they don't. It's just kind of left.
Like how this
open.
rocket passes Tony, even though Tony's got a big old booster on his feet. I guess it has less weight. I don't use a fat ass.
Yeah, basically like a little suitcase.
Do.
And then he wakes up.
Good.
It smells like a new car in here. Happy trails, kid. Fridays, interval. Yep.
You're so above the cell network.
He just taps into every cell network.
Could be satellite phone. I like how
Possibly.
there's the hole right behind him, but let's just put my mask down. So that way we can see my face so I can emote.
Yep. So I can emote. So I can earn those dollars.
Oh, T-Mobile. Oh.
Just curious in the comments, what's everyone drinking? We got courtesy of Matt, Shock Top Belgian White. Believe this is his favorite beer.
Yeah. Because I'm Belgian. I have to drink what's
Sure.
Nope. Oh.
Oh, that too. Would you do the honors?
Oh, here you go.
Oh, I thank you.
Put a bib on it for you. Woo. Man, see, alcohol does make a movie better.
Bud Light whiskey.
Someone's going, oh, whiskey.
And then,
Someone's got no plans tomorrow, or they're very young.
Hardboiled Entertainment, KFC lemonade. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't get too hardcore, man.
I like it.
You're gonna wake up with a sugar. Oh fuck.
You guys really need to see
Okay,
us.
there we go. It came back.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on with the fucking video.
ultimately, I mean, I guess as long as you can hear us, that's the important part. I don't know if you really want to see our ugly mugs or not.
We got to really talk over this music right here, so we don't get copyrighted in case it's going through the microphone.
Quick.
Rubber
Oh, shit.
band.
Woo! Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people
Chris
talk
Pratt.
about how the Guardians don't fit into the Avengers universe, but I actually did think this was a interesting transition anyway, showing Drax passed out, singing the song
Yeah.
Rubber Band Man. I don't know. I thought it worked for the most
This
part.
is where a lot of the comedy does work. If they would have left it out
Of everybody else, just
right,
let the Guardians do it.
exactly, then I think it fits because that's what it's supposed to be. Until the MCU decided to incorporate every single movie
Yeah.
like the Guardians, Thor Ragnarok, for example. No hangover for Easter, no alcohol for me. Fair enough. Drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, all right.
Don't forget, this might be dangerous. Let's put on our mean faces. Drew, put that thing away. Now, I don't want to tell you again. Drew. Oh!
Hey,
Got some acorns on you, kid.
ever since you got a little sap, you're a total D-hole. I'm gonna stop you taking me.
What's a D hole?
Dick hole?
I
don't
guess.
know.
You a bunch of dick holes. Yeah, totally. Asgard survived. Fucking my ass.
But we're a people. No fucking people anymore.
Like when I get paid. Get it off.
This was the after credit scene for Ragnarok?
No, the after credit scene for Ragnarok was them running into Thanos' ship. I think this
Oh,
was
yeah.
leaked footage from like a Comic-Con or
Was
something.
it? I could have swore that part was an after credit scene, but maybe you're right.
No, it was leaked footage from a Comic-Con that was going around forever.
Who you get? Well, the one sandwich away from that.
I do like that. Like, this is not a dude. You're a dude.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm
But this is dumb.
He is anxious, angry. He feels tremendous loss, guilt.
Like a fire in your head, baby. It was an angel.
wow? They're real wake up. Okay, I'm gonna get a Bowflex. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna get some dumbbells.
You know you can't eat nothing.
It's like his muscles are made of good time.
Stop massaging his muscles.
I enjoy the banter between Thor and
To an extent, see, that's like take some of it,
Star-Lord.
cut it in half.
yeah.
The entire time I'm with Thanos, he only ever had one goal. To bring
More
down
exposition.
the universe by wiping out half of all life. He used to kill people planet by planet, massacre by massacre. If he gets all 6 Infinity Stones, he can do it with a snap of his fingers like this.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Daughter of Thanos. Your father killed my brother. Oh boy. Stepfather.
Stefan.
Promise to myself. Before my father died, he told me that I had an half sister who was imprisoned in hell. When she returned home, stabbed me in the eye, so I had to kill her. Life goes on. Round and round. I feel your pain as well. Because, I mean, it's not a competition, but I've been through a lot. My father killed my mother, and then I had to kill my father. That was hard. Probably even harder than having to kill a sister. Plus, I came out with my eyes. Yeah, my goodness.
Doesn't it also kind of say how much their movies are alike?
yeah.
What are you doing?
Taking a pause.
No, you're not.
Yeah, see, we didn't need this.
You're not taking our pod today, sir. Well, are you making your voice deeper?
No, you are. You're imitating the god there. Oh, not.
You just did it again.
This is my voice.
Yeah, see, all that other banter worked. This dumb.
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? Stop just a minute ago. He's trying to copy it.
Enough!
He's doing it
We
first.
need to stop Thanos, which means
That was for all the kids, all the little jokes.
Yeah.
he must be going somewhere.
No, nowhere. It's a place. We've been there. It sucks. Excuse me, that's our food.
They do beat a joke like a dead horse.
Yeah.
And they reuse a lot of things in this movie.
Killing family turned into a joke. Yeah. Well said.
If it's with the collective and it's not safe, only an idiot would give that man a stone.
Or a genius.
How do you know he's not going for one of the other stones?
6 stones out there.
Hated the fight of Thanos. It's a complete ripoff of the Batman Superman fight from BBS.
That means it's done. No space stone for me. You destroyed my ship and slaughtered half my people. Time and my stone to save one Earth and with the Avengers. The Avengers. Earth's mightiest heroes.
Like killing people?
Maybe on the team, I don't know. As for the stone,
See, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That one makes sense.
And we have to go to nowhere now.
Wrong. Well, we have to go over to there. That's a made-up word. What was made up?
Nidavellir is real.
All words are made up. Oh, good point.
That place is a legend. They make the most powerful, horrific weapons ever thought in the universe. I would very much like to go there.
Rabbit is correct and clearly the smartest among you. Only you treated dwarf to make it.
That's how bad their CGI is.
I like how he complimented him, but then also tore him down at the same time. Oh, he's obviously the smartest one among you, but you're a rabbit.
Nothing wrong with being a rabbit.
There's plenty of solid rabbits. Bugs Bunny. That's all. The Easter Bunny.
Bunny, yeah.
There we go.
The Cadbury Egg Bunny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it weird that I want to do it even more now?
We don't go to nowhere, and Thanos retrieves another stone. He'll be too powerful to stop.
He already is.
I got it figured out. We got 2 ships and a large assault with a moron. The young group will go with the pirate angel. And the morons will go to
Pirate Angel. Like, oh. I don't know, I swear. Things are just written so dumb sometimes.
No, you really shouldn't talk that way to your captain, Will. Come on, group. Put that game down. You're right, your brain.
Why did you give him the game from the first place? It's called parroting, Rocket.
Parenting's tough sometimes, all right? You preoccupy them, then they become addicted. It's just a whole struggle.
Speaking of struggles, how do they get it on?
He's
I mean,
evolved.
does he have
We
a-
established this earlier.
Does he have a vibranium wiener?
He's got a vibrator.
Raider.
Exactly. That's a
Vibrator.
vibranium raider.
And boom, that's when you should have destroyed it. Fuck it. Right here. I will say she probably has the hardest power to emulate without CGI.
Yeah.
Because when Doctor Strange, they always have to do these hand signals and things, but she always got to be like spirit.
Right. Spirit fingers.
Big giant letters, Scotland. Thank you, Russo brothers. So we really
Yeah.
fucking needed to know we were in Scotland for the 5 minutes that we're here.
At least it's flashed on the bottom this time, not like
Yeah.
right across the screen. I don't. Like
Just
fucking
Scotland.
Law and Order.
Dun, dun. But it's just fucking Scotland. Like, you can't even give a fucking city name because none of Americans know where Scotland's even at.
Yeah, pretty much.
Braveheart? They'll never take a freedom.
Where are they?
Paul Bettany was probably happy for like the split second that he didn't have to be in makeup and shit. He could just be him.
I love how it must have been the comics defender totally sidebarred the entire comment section. We only got 7 of you in here, and they're like, "Yeah, I ranked the DCEU so far: Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Ultimate Edition."
We got a little bit more than 7. I think you need to update your thing
Oh, okay.
because mine says 26, which I'm actually surprised.
No way. Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, 27.
dang! Look at us go.
Yeah, see?
Oh, mine just shows 7.
Because your iPhone sucks dick.
Whoa.
I swear, you have so many problems with that phone. You can't send text messages.
Oh, okay. Maybe you can't receive text messages,
Yeah, because they're
asshole.
coming from your shitty iPhone. It doesn't like it. And here where you see 2 of the strongest characters in the Avengers in the MCU get worked over by 2 sidebar villains. Some lackeys.
Yeah, these should be 2 of the most powerful MCU characters, right?
Right.
Heroes, at least.
I mean, he picked up Thor's hammer.
Yep.
Look at that. Just throwing some left hooks and a toss. Get what I was saying about Shazam. You know, fucking a world in a pre-Man of Steel world. Where these lasers, it blows up a truck down the
Right.
street.
Yeah.
What about the other 4 lasers? Where'd they go? You have one job. Don't have them fucking scythe your head. I like how she has Hadoukens now.
Yeah.
Hadouken!
Still one of the best parts in
Shazam.
Shazam. That was so great. Not a whole lot of people laughed at it, but similar to Man of Steel, Subway.
Yep.
Telling you.
Oh, the train. Oh, in the town.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. What is it? Train station or something? Yeah. But they come crashing through, and then he grabs him by the neck.
He just snaps her neck.
Without thinking twice.
We found you.
I wish she would have had like some sort of evolution monologue, then it would have been perfect.
Oh, look, the train's making noise. Who's on the other side? I'm gonna just throw this shit at him.
But if it was an innocent person,
Then you lose your staff because it's stuck in them. Oh, so this dude that's on roids with this is probably the most insulting part of anybody's intelligence right here in this movie. So the two really actually superpowered beings get worked over, and a bunch of humans. One dude's on steroids, and one dude has mechanical wings,
and
then the other chick has a fat ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
The fact that she always, like in every Avengers movie, can pretty much control alien technology like perfectly drives me nuts. And I fucking hate Falcon.
Racist. It is a tie for me between worst Avenger, between him and Bucky.
Yeah.
I think him and Bucky are by far the most worthless characters. Oh, look, the staff goes with him too. That's just cool.
Oh, how convenient. And now they're afraid
Oh no, let's get the fuck out of here. Bail.
of a cock ring.
Look at that epic beard.
Username, last name, or whatever, said, it's hilarious that the Avengers have no theme song. They're showcased with the same track. Compare that with BBS. Shame. Yeah, I completely agree. They have a theme song. It's just the same one.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Well, they use it for everything.
Yeah. I will say that the theme around Thanos throughout this movie, I think is pretty solid. Like, for once, it's a little bit different. They kind of separate it a little bit. There's several moments where you actually feel the score in it.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive there's a monster like that in Man of Steel also. That kind of comes floating through, and I'm almost positive. I'm trying to think of the scene. Anyways,
I just find it weird that they show the destruction on Gamora's planet, but they don't show him getting Power Stone or the Reality Stone. They don't show those battles at all.
yeah, trying to establish a backstory, I guess.
I like how look, the same ship, man. They don't update their shit at all. That shit's like a toy.
His armor?
Yeah. No, the ship up in the bottom.
Oh,
It's the same as the other one. Like, they have not updated at all. They have not got better technology. They might as well be driving around in a 2004 Taurus this whole time. Maybe like a Honda Civic, because it lasts forever.
right, exactly.
You can go like
Toyota Camry,
Yeah.
one of those.
So I think it was like the 94, 95s.
Yeah, definitely not a Taurus. Come on.
Yeah, that thing fucking sucks ass.
Perfectly balanced.
I honestly thought when this came up with that little thing and that red gem in there, I thought that was the Reality Stone. I thought that was what the Reality Stone was, but then I forgot about Thor, the Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was the Reality Stone for a moment, and that was going to be like the key. That little thing was going to be like a key at one point.
Yeah, that giant thing she's gonna bounce on her fucking.
Yeah, ignore all the screaming. Look at the knife. Look at the knife! Oh, yeah, perfectly balanced. See, now what happens if you shot all the people that do the work?
The Taurus is good enough for RoboCop.
Man.
Yeah, I think it was on Krypton. Shadow Vessel says on Krypton. I think that same like type worm thing, I'm almost positive is on Krypton.
Dun, 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 dun. You gotta start doing that shit. Flashback fucking reviews.
Yeah, no
Just
kidding.
RoboCop.
Terminator 2.
Predator.
Oh, Predator. I just watched that somewhat recently. It still holds up, I think.
No, it's
I think
fantastic.
pretty solid. There's some corny parts because they've
No, there's not.
well,
It's unbelievably.
it's-
It's written to perfection.
it's because mainstream has just beat it over the head. That's why.
I literally play a roundabout of movies every time I edit something. And Predator is one. It's on almost once a month.
It's so important.
Predator totally holds up.
Why does somebody always have to die in this?
space.
Hey, we're up to 30. Woo!
I still show 7 for some odd reason, but
Predator 2 is weird for me. I actually rewatched Predator 2 because I remember I didn't like it that much. And I watched it and I'm like, man, the story is good for the most part around it, but the dialogue is
yeah,
it's so early 90s, like coming out of the 80s.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck everything. What the fuck are you doing?
I feel like before we went and saw the newest Predators, when I watched both of them again as like a refresher, because I remember watching Predator 2, and yeah, it's decent. It's not awful, but
Yeah, Donald Glover, man, he he really throws down the F-bomb like crazy.
yeah.
An hour. An hour?
And that's where the joke should have ended. Just
Master the ability.
see, that's so stupid. No, that's so stupid. Just leave it at he's been there for an hour. That's funny.
Yeah.
And then leave it there. Don't do this thing where he's eating the chip real slow. Learn when to stop.
I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was the epitome of that. Of just totally overdoing the joke.
They fucked the Drax character big time.
Yeah.
Oh, you got big turds and my nipples hurt and what the fuck else? Oh yeah, when he's petting Rocket.
When he had some of the best lines in the first one.
Yeah. Because he was serious. And then all of a sudden he becomes like a belly laugher in the second one. It was just the biggest nowhere. Shouldn't it be,
It looks like it's no here.
Like how he just knew. Well, he's just been. How long has Thanos been waiting for them? Just hiding behind a rock, chilling, making sure everything looks the
Just
same.
waiting. Yeah. Gosh, they're taking forever. I know they're gonna show up.
This is the thing about the Reality Stone. Does it completely change everything, or does it change perception? Because wouldn't they be walking into the flames when he gets rid of it? Like, wouldn't they be able? Wouldn't these things not be stacked up the way they are?
I feel like it changes perception, but yeah,
See,
you're
that's
right.
funny. Having everybody walk by while he holds the thing.
Yeah.
But it should just change perception, right?
So maybe, well, I guess it's the Reality Stone. It changes reality until he changes it back.
Yeah. Because he does turn them into like worm or noodles or whatever the hell it is.
Mhm.
Drax and Mantis. Poor Benicio del Toro. Half the Sicario crew right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. I feel like that's such a untapped. There's so much untapped potential in the Drax character's backstory. Like you get a little bit in the first Guardians, and that's one of the things.
Nothing in a second. Oh no, yeah, you do.
Yeah,
when he's talking to Manus. Yeah.
Right, a little bit, but you want to sympathize with the character more, and it's just hard to. I don't know. You go back and forth on the character, but I feel that's so untapped.
Does he have red blood or purple blood?
Oh my gosh.
Why not?
And just like that, movie's over. All right.
Cool. And credits. Thanks again, guys.
I don't know why, like, I don't know. I guess he raised her, but she has all this hatred for him, and now she's crying. I don't know.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Still hate him, but love him at the same time. It's like how I feel about this movie.
That was quick, yeah.
That's what she said. Really? You got knifed in the neck.
But yeah, but then it's kind of interesting because he's able to forge. So it's got to be, it actually changes reality
Yeah.
because he's able to forge himself, forge other people,
But they wouldn't
stop
feel
the
the heat.
flames, like you said. Like he's actually changing
We're
reality.
putting way too much thought in a kid's movie. That's the problem.
Fair enough.
See, so he gets another stone without us seeing how he got the stone.
Yeah.
Another trope. They just keep reusing the same tropes over and over and over again in this movie. And there's another one. He holds somebody hostage. Okay, yeah, so he turns them into blocks.
Yep. Drax is fucked. She's a slinky.
Or something. But here's another moment right here where, again, he's holding someone hostage for something.
Yeah.
You'll see this later again with Gamora Nebula. And it just constantly keeps rehashing over and over and over.
Nutsack of a chin right off your face.
Not him.
Boom! So he doesn't expect it. Don't draw it out so
Right.
much.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit means nothing. She hasn't put out, Quill.
Wow.
Expect too much from me. She's asked, hasn't she?
But you haven't put out.
Star-Lord was on point here. That's why I'm butthurt. He was stupid enough to smack Thanos. Yeah. Do it, Rorschach. Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking that. I'm like, man, I feel like that's so familiar. Thank you.
Do it.
Pew! See? Boom. There we go. Movie over again.
Well, guess what? But see, then his reality effects go away. I don't know. So that's what makes you feel like it's not, unless he undoes them.
Or a portion of them.
It feels like if he's not in the vicinity, it doesn't change. See, look at that. He wrecked the shit out of that place. I never got to see why or how. You know why. But
Yeah.
Satellites lost and we're over it.
Now, on a stolen Quinjet, four of the world's most wanted criminals.
You know they're only criminals because you've chosen to call them that, right, sir?
God, Rhodes, you're a talent for horse shit. Bibles line.
If it weren't for those Accords, dishes would have been.
Did Star-Lord lose all of his god powers? Fuck, that's a good point. He has just kind of become. They've nerfed him a little bit.
well, I think he only had the powers as long as he was near Ego. But I like this Rose arguing with him. You signed the Accords. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Like, this is the problem with Marvel movies. They have the characters fit the movie the way they want them to.
Right.
It's not because of it's a continuing line. It's not like in Man of Steel to Batman vs Superman, where Batman or Superman continues to keep doubting himself,
Right.
and also whether or not what he's doing is the right thing or not. He does. It's not written to fit the story. It's written to fit the character and what they're developing through the movies. It's just like Rhodes. He signed him. He had all this fucking arguments against Captain America about it and stuff, and he's like he was with him all the way, and now he's arguing with him. They're only criminals because of you and the Accords. You signed them, motherfucker. You were just in the last movie that you were in. Oh, look at that.
Fancy.
Court martial.
And because of this whole shit, you got fucking robo legs.
But we're good.
Punk. Why don't they squeeze titty? It just makes sense. You haven't seen her in a while? Punk.
I think you look great.
How did he come from there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Hi, Bruce.
Oh, he was already there. I got it.
I forgot they had a connection. Who did she, in Age of Ultron? Was it him that she started having a connection with? I feel like she's been passed around quite a bit.
That's what I said, huh?
Where's Clint?
After the whole court situation, Scott took a deal. He's too tough on their families, our house arrest.
Who's Scott? There's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man? Okay, look. Thanos has the biggest army in the universe. And he
I will say Captain America looks pretty badass. I love his suit in this. The beard they got rid of already. No reason.
Well, he's got to fit the character. Freshly shaven.
I guess. At least they didn't CGI it, right? But
I think it will expose specifically powerful energy source, something very similar to its own signature, perhaps.
So they pretty much saying that Scarlet Witch is just as powerful as an Infinity Stone.
yeah,
That's what they're saying, right?
yeah, pretty much.
But she got worked over by 2 fucking lackeys earlier.
Because it didn't fit.
And he's being powered by an Infinity Stone. Put one dude on roids, one dude with mechanical wings, and a chick with a fat ass. PH.
That's a pretty
Oh,
badass.
Yeah, no, it is.
But it should. We don't trade lives. Captain, 70 years ago, you laid down your life to save how many millions of people? Tell me, why is this any different?
Because you might have a choice.
No, you don't.
Your mind is made up of a complex construct of all of these charges.
And Captain America had a choice.
Tony,
Could aim that shit down,
Yeah.
hit the ejector seat.
all of your mind.
You're saying vision is the stone?
I'm saying that if we take off the stone, there's still a whole lot of vision left, or perhaps the best parts.
Can we do that?
Not me, not here.
That's just made up, so we don't know. Oh, just making shit up.
I know somewhere.
The beer's working on you. Yeah, pretty much. As I'm just sitting here like.
I think he's only got 1.5 in.
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
No,
now.
not even that 1.5. I'm 3 down. I may have to call the waitress for any more.
It was and what will this one?
This one is
Quincy Ocha! Quincy Ocha! I'm curious how many people in the comments know
Right,
what that
are gonna
is.
get that. Yeah, no kidding. Quick, throw me a spear. Ah!
Ah! Ah! Like that fucking fancy ass case for this thing.
Right. For a fancy ass arm.
For a bum. See, this is what I mean. This character's pretty fucking sweet. He's gonna torture Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. Got great lines.
There's some positives, I think, in this movie. There's definitely some negatives in it too, but one-armed white devil.
There we go. We got one. Someone Garcia, I think Vision and Scarlet Witch got owned because they're not soldiers. I get it; they don't have
I
professional
guess,
fighting,
yeah.
but they should be above and beyond
Right.
the strength.
Yeah,
Like,
they have powers. It's different.
one dude's
than
made of
soldiers.
vibranium, which is the strongest metal on the planet.
Black Widow has always been like one of the most frustrating characters, especially when you look at the first Avenger movie where she's just kind of she can pick up a gun, start shooting it, have no problems.
Man Tights podcast, he was torturing Doctor Strange because he saw his movie.
Wakanda not forever.
I didn't want you to be. You hear me? Don't pretend you thought this time. I know you did. You could not have possibly thought this. Can't be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if there's no neighborhood.
Elizabeth Olsen is one of the few things I like in the MCU. Yeah, she's pretty solid. I like her character. She's pretty hot. I like her character.
I don't know. She's been all over the place, and she's losing her accent more and more every movie.
Because not convenient.
It's like Storm from X-Men.
Right,
Remember
yeah.
how Halle Berry had to try to really have like this fake African accent, and by the end of it, it's like, fuck it.
She's like Kofi Kingston and it just went away.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, he's not really my friend. Saving his life is more of a professional courtesy.
You say nothing. Your powers are inconsequential compared to mine.
He doesn't have powers.
Inconsequential. And there goes. That's it.
Your best, one of your second best villain. He should have been
The
saved for
MCU
Endgame.
does not care about villains.
Yeah, they'd rather have them die and wait.
What are those?
And way to ignore space.
My kids would be proud of that.
Don't remind me what these movies are. And of course, he dies like the Alien Queen, yada, yada, yada. Fuck off, because they bought Fox. All right.
Turn the ship around.
Yeah. Now he wants to run. Great.
I want to protect the stone.
I want you to thank me now. Go ahead. I'm listening.
The cape is a lot cooler, I think, in this movie too. It's not used as a joke like the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah, it is.
In this,
When he gets Drax.
I don't really remember.
But that joke actually made me laugh my ass off when we saw it theaters.
Billions of miles north with no backup. I'm back up. No, we're still with. The adults are talking.
I'm sorry, I'm confused as to the relationship here. What is that? Ward? No.
Way to use an uber British word, your ward. Some of us Americans don't know what a ward is.
Burt Ward? Is that what it's supposed to reference to? Robin?
Stark.
Yeah.
Can you get us home?
Yeah, I heard you.
I'm not so sure we should. Under no circumstances can we bring the time stone to Thanos. I think you quite understand what's at stake here. It's you who doesn't understand that Thanos has been inside my head for 6 years since he sent an army to New York and now he's back. And I don't know what to do. So I'm not so sure if it's a better plan if I.
Such a missed opportunity with Iron Man 3 too.
Yeah, seriously.
It just that whole part right there kind of reminded me of it, where he's talking about the fact that he's been in his head. That should have caused some psychological problems, vices. No, just kind of whatever. Some random PTSD. That's dark, Steven.
It's kind of fucked up. And it kind of makes you look stupid later on.
Did you just give it up? And the kid dies anyways. Spoilers.
In case you haven't seen it.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it and you're watching it with us for the first time, well, I feel bad for you. Oh, 2 cock rings. Sweet. That's an ultimate vibration right there.
You're not going to get to your beer. Give me the other one.
All right. Man, you really are struggling to get to this movie. Huh?
I think we're only halfway through it.
Yeah, Iron Man 3 should have been its Dark Knight Rises. I agree. It's weird how Tony and Peter's hair is perfect. Yeah, I agree with that. Except this is a gripe of Matt's, where in Batman vs Superman, Man of Steel,
Yeah.
the suits never get torn.
Clark,
I guess
Clark is getting kicked across the ground and everything by Doomsday, and his hair is still when he thumbs up, it's still perfect. Yeah,
I
it's
guess
always an aspect of the Batman vs Superman, which I wish we could have asked, but someone had to ask about Spider-Man and everything in that Snyder Con.
Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, all these people that didn't ask BVS questions or the obvious one Justice League question we need.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, well, did you ever think about giving them battle damage? Like, what was the, his hair always stayed perfectly.
Yeah, except for I guess the rain with the Batman fight, you get the spit curl, which I feel like was somewhat intentional. His hair's a little bit more soaked, I guess. I don't know what type of gel he uses.
Oh, I'm sure they use
But yeah, the battle damage.
glue.
Got to be. Oh my gosh, that's why we're balding.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Do not use got to be. I'd be shocked if it's even on shelves.
Oh,
now.
it is.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Saw it.
But even going back to the battle damage in Batman versus Batman versus Superman, like if you look at the comics and even the animated and stuff, Superman's suit gets torn to shreds. Like that would have been cool to see. Not that we're not watching that movie, obviously, but sidetracked.
I know we are missing the Thanos backstory and Gamora attachment.
Time. You had that same will as you fought by my side.
So glow. Hell yeah, Man Types Podcast. Welcome to America. Yeah, Batman gets a lot of damage in the Superman-Batman fight.
His armor.
But he runs all the time in the Doomsday fight.
Yeah.
So, but that was my thing with like Wonder Woman and Batman.
He jumps out of the way.
My Wonder Woman and Superman was that they were getting knocked around pretty hard by Doomsday and stuff. And, at the very end, when Wonder Woman's picking up Clark, her hair is perfectly whatever, wavy and stuff. And I just felt like it was kind of a missed opportunity. I mean, I don't know what she's supposed to look like. Bedhead, I guess. I don't know. Just
I guess a little bit more in the suit probably.
Yeah.
Would have told the story pretty well. Not necessarily the hair, but
the Mandarin, though, someone put, save the Mandarin for 4. I assume you mean Iron Man 4. But the thing was, Iron Man, if you go back to the first 2 Iron Man movies, they were set up. The Mandarin was set up. They kept talking about the 10 rings and everything else.
right.
They were setting him up for something big. And then Shane Black got a hold of it and turned it into a spoof. I like how she wanted Gamora wanted Peter to kill her, but she can't even watch a robot get tortured.
Yeah, when you go back and on the Iron Man thing again, when you watch 1 and 2, the way that they kind of set up for 3 to have a pretty sweet payoff with the Mandarin, I think they do a pretty solid job, and then 3 just shits the bed.
Again, torturing a person to get a stone, just like he did with Thor.
Yeah.
It's the same looping themes over and over again.
Thanos just isn't creative.
Hey, what works if it doesn't?
At least he tortures them in different ways.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Right?
Yeah. They do establish Thanos, though, to be a pretty solid villain. Like he's not beyond torture to get what he wants. He's definitely into BDSM. Sadistic is the word, yeah, for
Could you
sure.
imagine him handcuffed to a bed? Isn't that BDSM? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
What about
yeah,
those-
pretty much
those
torture
sec-
and
those swings?
I don't know if I don't know.
Someone explain to us what BDSM is,
Yeah,
like
I'm
in detail,
I'm
in our
in
comment
detail.
section. If we're off, or not. Is that like leather and whips and shit?
Yeah.
Tying up and stuff. Yeah.
Not Grey's Anatomy. What is it? 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
The other Grey. Woo! Damn, this is getting to me a little bit.
It's a Belgian beer. What we got? 5.2. That's all it is, man. Like Coors Light's stronger.
Of course, like yeah, right.
So dead brother, huh? Yeah, and you said your sister and your dad both dead.
Yeah, so Jose M, I can't see how anyone can empathize with Thanos. That's the really interesting part that I think a lot of people, including myself, struggled with this movie, because they do try to kind of give him a little bit of empathy of like, oh, look, I'm trying to save the world. And that's what I was talking about earlier in something that I think is kind of ripped off a little bit from Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, where he tries to make Zod, you can somewhat empathize with Zod. If we were to go to an alien planet and we had the ability to save our race, or not race, but the human race is what I mean.
Yeah.
that's,
I hope
that's
you're
what I
talking
meant.
about everybody, not just
Yes.
just white people.
Fuck, that came out wrong.
Because you were just saying, yeah.
Our race, that's ours. No, the human race. If we had that ability, I think that we'd probably do it. So you can kind of empathize with Zod a little bit, whereas Thanos, they try to do that, but it's just he does it in such a torturous way. And yeah, some people, they look at it one way of like, oh yeah, he had a great point. I don't know. I just don't think they pull it off the right way.
It technically doesn't make any sense, his thing, but for comic books, it's always been a trope in comic books, is that the reasons why they do it, either population control, whatever, stuff like that. That's a very comic booky villain reason. So that's how I've always accepted it, because no reason in the comic books ever makes complete fucking sense. So
what the fuck? Shane said the Snyder Cut doesn't exist, and he's a racist. Fuck.
Oh, you have no idea how right
oh my
you are.
gosh. Shut up. Thanos and Lex are the same thing. Yeah. But I don't think they did a very good job at showing that. At showing that, because you don't empathize with Lex Luthor at all, but people do empathize with Thanos for some reason. I think they try to walk that line to make people go, oh, okay, that makes sense why he's doing that. But he's torturing people. He's killing his stepdaughter or whatever to try to save humanity. Here we go, retconning Ragnarok.
Yeah, first Rhodey has mechanical legs, so fuck that whole thing.
Yep.
And now we already get the eye back, and he's about to get his axe back, or hammer axe. Hunter Iggy, hey, comic movie Marks, what is your thoughts on Sony censors all PlayStation games because of Me Too movement? I kind of maybe know what you're talking about a little bit. Like there's some of these Japanese games that came over and they've censored them.
I didn't hear about that.
Because it'll like show a woman's ass or something like that, even though it's rated adult and stuff. I don't know if it's because of the Me Too movement. I just think it's because just people are more and more pussies lately.
Where are these games coming from? China?
Japan.
Oh, Japan. Okay. Because China is the country that blurs out the dude's penis in porn, right? Yes. Yeah, there's one. I don't know if that...
Answer him in the comments, everyone. Because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Chinese porn is interesting. I mean, it's
yeah,
for
right.
research.
All right. Research.
Oh my!
I'm trying to get culturally diverse.
Leave it to us to totally derail an Infinity War watch along. Oh man, yes, Shane, it is. Thank you, Men in Tights podcast. Fuck, I knew I wasn't wrong. Rhodey should Japanese like balls. Rhodey should have died in Civil War. Yeah, it's that was one of the most frustrating things. And it's not because I'm racist, assholes. I just think it would have fit.
I was just about to say it.
That's why I had to jump in.
Shane
there.
just
Fuck
dying
you.
for the black
Where
guy
did this
to
even
die.
come from? Oh man. I don't watch Chinese porn. You should. It's interesting. They have a lot of cool game shows that I find fascinating.
Oh my god, Shane.
Device capable of harnessing the power of the stone.
Like you could just make that.
I understand Thanos, but I don't think he should be sympathized with. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, people really sympathize with him.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I can understand what he was doing."
I mean, everybody makes the jokes about population control.
Yeah.
Like there should be a license to have a kid when you see certain stupid ass people have kids.
Why are you looking at me? Asshole. I'm just sitting here with a stupid drunk ass grin. All right, I'm not drunk, but
I'm getting there. I'm 4 in now. I like how they're fixing her. He tortured the shit out of her, but let's put her back together. Let's be
Humpty
nice.
Dumpty.
Oh, premature.
He was just helping you.
Yeah. Ungrateful women. Hashtag me too. So why would she want to go to Titan? Why wouldn't she go to Voldemort or whatever the hell? Voldemort? Whatever. The Harry Potter villain?
Oh, Voldemort?
Voldemort? But the planet's name is like Voldemort or
Oh.
something like that. But why would she go to Titan? That's one thing that always bugged me.
Marcus D, any comments on how bland looking the Russos' action scenes are? From Civil War to Infinity War, their action has no weight or scale. Quick camera cuts, too many close-ups, in my opinion.
So if you watch Winter Soldier,
I was just about to say, yeah.
it's not so bad, but it's like for some reason when Civil War and this came about, it's
What was the
it's
most
like they
recent-
hired the guy from fucking the Bourne movies, man.
Oh, for Winter Soldier?
Yeah, no, for the other two movies.
Oh.
All the quick cuts. Remember what? It seems I always go back to DC, but remember what Snyder was saying? How there's like just some directors like he was talking to Russell Crowe, and Russell Crowe was and Snyder was talking about how like some directors they'll have like 5 or 6 cameras
Right.
surrounding somebody, so they could find the best edit, the one that looks the best. But he
Right.
just uses one camera.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a fundamental thing to that.
Yep.
And you could tell when they do these action scenes, they're those directors that, 5 cameras and shit
Yep.
like that, and they try to find the best looking scene.
Yeah, I think Russell Crowe said he's used to having 7, and Snyder talks about
There you go,
how.
that's the part I was talking about.
Okay, I forgot about that.
But this part actually made me laugh though when he yells whatever he yells when you evil rag of death or something like that.
But I feel like maybe somewhat of the action scenes could be contributed to what was it recently? Captain Marvel. The director was told, "Oh, don't worry about the action scenes."
No. There was a woman that was going to do the not Scarlett Johansson movie, but the Black Widow.
Oh, Black
movie.
Widow. Yeah, that's right. So maybe it's done by
Death.
committee.
I like how they have to use letters, like they're on Twitter. F out, D hole.
Who's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? Tell me where the girl is. I swear to you, I'm gonna try this little freak. Let's do it. You shoot my guy and I'll blast him. Let's go. Do it, Quill. I can take it.
That one's funny.
That part's
But you
great.
didn't need the White Gamora. But that was funny. I can take it.
All right, let me ask you this one time. What master do you serve? Master do I serve? What am I supposed to say? Jesus?
That's pretty funny too.
Serve With Thanos? No. I'm here to kill Thanos. My God, wait, who are you? You're the Avengers, man.
You're the ones Thor told us about.
You know Thor? Yeah. Tall guy, not that good looking.
See, that's more genuine comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the forced why Gamora.
The Gamora scene is a ripoff of Martha. I enjoy this movie. It
Why
just
did
lacks
you
any
say
punch.
that name?
I think that's a great way to put it. I enjoy this movie, but it lacks any punch. Like, this is, out of all the MCU movies, this is one of the more solid ones. Obviously, we talk about the first Iron Man. Winter Soldier is one of, becoming one of my favorites. But yeah, like, this is an enjoyable movie. My kids really, it's perfect for them. It's 2.5 hours long. I think that's the only thing. But when we've watched this at home a couple times, and they really enjoy it. And I can sit down, I can watch it.
How are they going to watch Endgame? It's 3 hours long. No movie's ever been 3 hours long.
Yeah, ever.
Fucking A, man. See, I didn't mind the Russo brothers so much, but now with Endgame and everything coming out, this last year since Infinity War, I have started to hate them. They're such pretentious douchebags.
I don't know.
Just everything.
I think they're closet Snyder fans.
Stuck in the closet. That's Mark Kelly when they fucking make a movie. Trapped in the closet.
Breaking it down? Huh? Hear what I said? So listening up to you said we need a plan. Okay, Mr. Thumbs on page. Did not wait.
Yeah, the movie is a great family action epic. That's just it, made for everyone.
All right, just get over here. Mr. Lord, can you get your folks to circle on Mr. Lord? Star-Lord is fine. We've got to coalesce. Because if all we come at him with is a plucky attitude, don't call us plucky. We don't know what it means. All right, we're optimistic, yes. I like your plan, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good. I'm about to dance off to save you. What dance off? It's not. I can footloose the movie. Exactly like Footloose. Is it still the greatest movie in history? It never was.
That's pretty solid.
That's a compliment. Don't forget, I'm not human. That 50% of me that's stupid, that's 100% you. Your math is blowing my mind.
Excuse me? Does your friend...
There's a lot more jokes in this than I remember.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I like that or not. I feel like maybe the times that I've watched it, I've been.
I think it naturally
the
comes down to it that in
seriousness.
a Marvel movie, you just ignore them.
Maybe.
I think you forget some.
Because I feel like, and I'm almost positive on several episodes, I've talked about how well-grounded this movie is and how serious it is. And now we're watching it again. I'm like, man, there's a lot more jokes in this.
How many? 14,605. How many we win? One.
Well, then do that.
Now tell everybody that plan.
Yeah. This is how we win. Problem solved. We use the teleportation hole and then slice off his hand. And then
Boromir.
bam.
That's the name of the plan.
Yeah. Not Voldemort.
Whatever. Like how all these planets don't require helmets, just everybody can breathe. Everything's got wind, oxygen. Really nice.
Wind. As our hair is blowing. Good point.
Sam Rockwell. You don't know if there's any air. We're on the
Sweet
alien
mountain
planet.
clouds. Looks a lot like Earth.
A lot like Earth. Kind of an oasis, really.
Snow.
Red Skull. Not Higo weaving.
Captain Shoehorn is Superman, but with no weakness to kryptonite or magic or anything else. Big twist is that she's even more powerful. That's the story of Poison.
Yeah, when I your interview with Sam, that was very telling when you asked her about weaknesses, and she's like, "Oh, she gets surprised."
Yeah, you have to sneak up on her. I was
Yeah.
like, ugh. I mean, I don't admit that
So you have to
Superman.
Bill Cosby her, basically. Caught her off guard.
And
Jello.
and bam, Captain America. Or Captain America. Captain Marvel.
And she's out. That's how Thanos is going to do it. He's going to roofie her.
I admit Superman doesn't have the best weaknesses, magic and a green rock. Like, come on. At least he has something. They tried.
Yeah. Radiation. I think nuclear weapons technically drain him too. If he gets hit by a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, different types of kryptonite
Radiation.
do. Can affect him differently.
What the fuck do you think it is, bitch? It's a cliff.
Yeah, agreed. Lazarin, that's why I prefer Snyder's Superman. Real, can be hurt, has limits. Whole different level to Superman.
And personality-wise, they humanize the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Well, they try to humanize Vision. They try to give him a penis.
Yeah. Banging a hot chick. I'll take it. Mad props. So I think this is something that you try to, I guess, maybe empathize with. I'm not even sure. Just the fact that he has to sacrifice his stepdaughter.
I do find it weird that out of all the Infinity Stones, this one you have to do something special for.
Yeah. Everyone else is just torture someone.
Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Hmm.
I laughed my ass off when Thanos threw Gamora off the cliff. And I thought Matt was dark.
How'd they come back on me?
Well, because that would totally be something you do. In the middle of the theater, it throws her off, and then Matt just busts up laughing.
Because Red Skull knows all. I'd like to know that story. I ignored my destiny once.
Yeah.
What was that story?
Wee splat. Oh my gosh.
He's quick with that stone.
Yeah, he is.
He likes bubbles, though.
This is what I'm talking about, the music. In certain points, the music is pretty solid.
I mean, it's generic, but they hit the right generic tone.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wee splat. Gamora's in the Soul Stone? Maybe.
You know, the funny thing about Marvel is, like, I would love to cover Marvel stuff more. Like, I don't, like, I like us being a DC channel and all, but I would love to cover Marvel stuff more, but there's just, like, nothing interesting. And then you just see all these theories on what could be for Endgame.
Yeah.
Some of them make sense, but some of them are just incredibly stupid, and people just ignoring, like, how stupid the MCU usually is.
Right.
I mean, people expect this big, deep, dark story, and I'm not saying that Gamora being the Soul Stone is like something or not, but I mean that could be, but I've just never seen a theory that ever intrigued me at all about Endgame.
Yeah, I guess it's probably the way we look at it, I guess. Oh, and then he's got it.
It's just in his hand.
Because I know our friend Nick, he looks at a lot of the movies, like even Ragnarok, he pulls some depth out of that somehow. Yeah.
Got to 2600 heading to 03. I hope you're right about this. We're going to land a lot faster than you want to.
How is he still injured? Like she was fixing him before, and then now he's still injured. Vision.
You said we are going to open Wakanda to the rest of the world. This is not what I imagined.
What did you imagine?
The Olympics. Even a summer.
Really? You guys would want a fucking Starbucks. The Olympics. He must work out.
Oh, you look at the butt on that.
We don't do that here. So how big of an assault should we expect?
Sir, I think you should expect quite a big assault.
We'll have my king's guard. Oh, that's right. The door of the and
Semi-stable 100-year-old man.
Nope. Our Netflix jumped a little.
Yeah. Thought you'd shave for me, but you know it tickles me when you. Oh.
Oh man. I actually saw a pretty sweet shirt yesterday. A guy was wearing it had the Wu-Tang Clan logo and it said Wakanda in it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was a white dude though, so that also kind of made me laugh. but it was a cool shirt.
Wakanda. That's fucking awesome. I just love the technology they have. They're on a hidden little island.
Chris Wong, thanks for joining, bud. What part are we on? Fuck.
They're dropping the ships on Wakanda right now.
Yeah.
They're conveniently fighting in an area where nobody's at. They're just dropping the ships right now, and it's about to hit the Wakandan shield. And I'm about 4 beers in, so you might wanna.
What White Wolf?
Acquisiacha! We were gonna make that meme a long time ago, but we never did. Huh?
Yeah, no, we didn't.
I remember it went right when we saw Black Panther at the very
Yep.
end, and I saw that. I even leaned over to you. I'm like, Acquisiacha!
Yeah. Oh, and I lost it, and then people in the theater were like, "What the fuck?"
and we were gonna make that meme a long fucking
Yeah.
time ago. I never did. Dude, I can't tell you people how many times we've had like creative ideas and shit. We just never fucking do them.
That's the epitome of our show.
Oh yeah. And get this man a shield. And it's not really a shield, it's more like an arm gauntlet. All it really protects is his arm. Gets a little bit wider than that.
Well, fuck, if Bucky can be like, pew, 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 pew.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he can block with his palm.
Exactly. So.
And you're breathing just fine because you're a god man. I think the Russo brothers don't understand how perpetual motion works. Wait, did the dwarf guy ever explain why it was frozen over? Just because they gave up on it or something? Like they built the Infinity Gauntlet and just come on.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe the.
He said he killed everybody, but I don't know why it was frozen over and everything.
Well done, boy.
Maybe don't zoom in so close on the CGI raccoon.
Yeah, it works.
Looks fake. And then, like, all of a sudden now it's broken. I understand movie trope 101, but
Damage. Damn it. Fucking damn it. Mechanism is crippled.
Damage him.
The iris closed.
damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a fool, man.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
You know what? Fuck it. Next one is going to be Ace Ventura. We're going to do a Jim Carrey movie. I think every watch along, we make some kind of Jim Carrey reference. We're either going to do Batman Forever, maybe Ace Ventura. Fuck it. Who cares if it's just
Batman Forever, yeah. It's a Jim Carrey one.
Oh, look, he tripped over a rock. That's so funny.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Two? What do you mean two? Oh, the two idiots. Yeah. That lost his hand, but he got a replacement hand. Don't worry, guys. I know a lot of people were worried about that guy's hand. He got a new hand, but vision still can't be fucking fixed.
Thank you for standing with us. Puerto.
Na 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 na.
Where's the other friend?
We're on the east side. We're on the west side.
We're on the
This ain't
East Bank. We're on the West
This
Bank.
ain't necessarily the Mississippi.
Get the point. It's the principle of the thing.
I don't know why we're just.
Abe Lincoln. Did you say Abe Lincoln? No,
No.
man. I said Abe Lincoln.
Why? Why didn't we just bring up fucking Men in Tights?
Oh, man. Men in Tights podcast. Please tell me that you've at least seen that once.
I'm
You
sure.
You have a great
I'm
podcast name, but I really hope that you've
I'm sure.
at least seen that. Dave Chappelle classic.
It is kind of like, okay, they got wooden sticks. Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on, you guys got some awesome technology. Why do you have wooden sticks in your hands? Hey, every Avengers movie, there's always a mindless horde of something. I don't know why you're surprised at this point.
Again, very similar to the shot in Justice League that we can only assume is Snyder's, where they're kind of running down and. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's the flashback, like Amazon, like the World Fight where you actually see
the
Green Lantern
parademons
and
stuff. Yeah, gotcha. There we go. There's the technology. See, now they got real things, but they were holding wooden sticks earlier.
And then he's got a sweet rifle.
That doesn't ever need to be reloaded.
Right.
God, I hate Falcon. I hate Falcon so goddamn much. Look, he didn't even do anything. He just inconvenienced them.
I hate Falcon.
And then here comes Rose doing what you're supposed to
exactly. Do. It's totally, well, that's not what dynamite or whatever fucking bomb sounds like.
See, now what they should do is, because he can do shit like that, open the shield at the top part so he can fly out and start bombing the shit out of her.
On the other side.
No. Let's open it up so we can have an epic battle and lose people. We open the barrier.
I see. Open Northwest Section 7.
Requesting confirmation, my king. You said open the barrier?
On my signal.
Well, that's pessimistic.
That's a little pessimistic.
You weren't even in it in the last movie. I do like this. He hits the afterburners here. And him and Cap fucking all juiced up.
Yeah. Ooh, boom. It's throwaway, but it's pretty decent.
See, they're not even shields. They're just hand gauntlets and shit.
Get this man 2 shields.
He didn't use the fertilization. This is ridiculous. Man, he's just beating the shit out of him.
You understand, boy? You're about to take the full force of the storm. It'll kill you. If I die. Yes. That's what killing you is.
Yeah, Rhodey should have hit him with the ex-wife or the mother-in-law. What do they call it from Iron Man 2 when he shoots that little rocket?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Is it called the mother-in-law or the ex-wife or the?
Yeah, I can't remember.
The ex-wife. Yeah. Okay.
This part's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but again, it just shows how much Thor is just indestructible.
Yeah. Well, even when he shows up in Wakanda, I think that's pretty badass.
So just to me, realistically, there's nothing here that's going to kill him. I mean, I guess technically this thing does kill him. A star just took the fucking power of like a shit ton of nuclear weapons to his face, and that didn't help.
And then he just tumbles.
Yeah, but he hit a thing. Yeah, doink. That's
like in Titanic. Come on.
which he laughs at. He thinks it's hilarious that guy just died in a terrible way. Like how he didn't have the handle ready. Didn't have that ready before, huh?
Now there's a handle.
But see, wouldn't that make that thing just really weak now? The handle, anyway? Because now it's only made out of Groot. And he could
Groot's
just
pretty
chop.
fucking strong.
Well, he could just chop it in half. Don't you need a really super handle to go with it? Still using that fucking gun. Oh, now he's using a knife.
I love the shit in that people make fun of with
Fucking Rhodes is
with
tearing it up.
Endgame when Black Widow's like pew 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 pew.
Yeah, all this
down the range.
all this stuff that people are doing to get ready for Thanos.
Yeah.
She's got a 9mm, maybe at best. Looks really tiny. It could be a 38. Seems like Cap should be fucked up. Those things are clawing the shit out of him. So they're doing that to Cap, but nothing happens to him. Like, no damage.
Oh yeah, and he's in the suit. See,
Yeah.
this part's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, but how does he know they're there?
That's a good point.
He doesn't even know what the Wakanda is. No one does. I mean, it's a pretty badass entrance.
And then he's got the Avengers theme.
Yeah, the same Avengers theme that everybody's gotten through the movie. Terrible CGI here.
Yeah.
Which makes me think it
guys are
wasn't the
screwed
original
now.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, something happened. They decided to do something with the whole.
Joss Whedon came in.
I mean, this is a cool shot.
Boom.
Kind of an anime shot here. Like,
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
and here's where the Infinity Stones just become radically inconsistent.
So is Groot worthy? I guess.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. It doesn't have the Anthony Hopkins whispering something gently into it, so I don't think it matters. Fuck, the beer is kicking in. I can't even say whispering. Whispering.
Still, he accomplished his mission. You may regret that.
Yeah, Infinity War definitely redeemed Thor for sure.
It takes everything away from Thrag, right?
Yep, that's exactly what Men in Tights said.
Oh.
Your help.
See, this is like something normally the MCU wouldn't do. They give some time here. You conveniently has the Reality Stone to show everybody.
Yeah.
But they're giving time to his backstory, which they normally would never really do with a villain.
Genocide. But random.
See, this is where some of the empathy that they try to build in. My home planet, all that good stuff.
What I predict. Congratulations, you're a prophet. I'm a survivor who wants to murder trillions. All 6 stones are considered
To save billions. Wait. It's kind of the Ozymandias story, you know?
Yep.
Ish. So he's doing it for peace.
finally rest.
But he's doing it for balance.
The hardest choices are the strongest. Think you'll find our will.
Which is a good line. The hardest choices require the strongest will. Which is, for the MCU, is top-notch writing right
Yeah.
there.
The decent dialogue. And some of this stuff with the Infinity Gauntlet is pretty badass.
So wildly inconsistent, though. That's the thing, though. It becomes so inconsistent. Like, Drax just slices him in the leg there with the knife, and like, nothing happens. It's just like MCU logic. Like in Black Panther, and he slices the woman's neck, and she just falls down, and
Oh, yeah.
no blood, no nothing. Just like nothing. She dies, but see, this is good Spider-Man
Yeah.
stuff. Gets choke slam there.
See, and they even talk about don't let him close his fist. They know what they're targeting. Why can't you just do exactly what you did earlier in the movie? Little teleportation hole. Huzzah!
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She hits him with a fucking ship.
Would have been a waste of parts.
Ouch. Why is Gamora? Oh. Wait, we already did that part. Is this where Doctor Strange starts becoming awesome? Maybe that's actually later on. Maybe that's after the moon.
They know exactly what they're attacking. They know what they're doing.
And no. Oh, you missed it. Strange, I was supposed to go over his arm.
Yeah. And then the part where Star-Lord pisses everyone off.
That Mantis chick, though. Right on the back of your head.
Very strong.
Margaret, help! Get over here. She can't hold much longer. Let's go.
Like they can't get.
Yeah, they're just trying to take it. I just don't get it. This part's fucking annoying.
That should be hard to catch. For the record, this is my plan. That's strong now, huh? Where's Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Oh, shit. Where is she?
He's in anguish.
Good.
He mourns.
Precious monster. That's mourn.
He took her to Vormir. He came back with the soul stone. Shit.
Okay, Quill, you gotta cool it right now. You
Or Fraggle Rock.
Don't engage. We almost got this off.
Thor Ragnarok is the Batman and Robin of the MCU. No, because I actually enjoy Batman and Robin. I have to disagree with that.
Tell me you didn't do it.
Man, fucks it up.
So he does that. Like, shouldn't that just kill him? And it doesn't. So that's what I mean. The inconsistency of the
Yeah.
power. So he just hit them with that wave. Now he can destroy a whole fucking moon with it. So the thing that just
He's not destroying it. He's fucking roping it.
which again, it's a badass scene, but there's just so many inconsistencies. It kind of just drives you nuts when you're watching it. And then maybe that's just for us. Maybe for the kiddies, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I think it is.
Maybe for some others that just come.
It's thoughtless entertainment. Don't have to think about it.
You know, you shovel. Oh man, those dudes got jacked. I don't remember that. Then hitting them with that fucking giant hammer. This is right here. The biggest problem with the MCU. Big fight going on. They stop.
Yeah.
Nothing else is going on, just for a joke. And they do it again, moments later. This is why people say that right here. Big battle going on. People dying behind you. And they got to make a beard joke.
I am Steve Rogers.
All for that.
Yeah.
Stopped in the middle of this epic battle for those jokes. This is why people say the MCU doesn't take shit seriously. And also, why wouldn't you start with these? If you have these, I kind of feel like that's a starter.
Yeah.
If you can just bypass the
and
shield.
she could be super strong, but right now she's just hanging out.
She's got to watch Vision, make sure he's all right.
And then boom, she shows up, saves the day. Look at that.
What was she doing up there the whole time?
Why was she up there all this time?
Or whatever, there we go.
Yeah. Damn, I'm surprised you remember that line.
Could have bugged the shit out of me. Oh, for guards, you weren't being very guardy.
You weren't guardians. Ah.
You're just regular dudes. They just got whopped up by fucking Black Widow and shit. These are soldiers. Why are you screaming so much? Jesus. Throw the spear. You're telegraphing shit. We got a shitty green screen issue here. Because no one gives a shit about Falcon. Like, gave him the
And
worst.
bitch slapped. Or punched.
No.
He'll die alone, as will you. No.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, double O. Just working him over. So worthless. This guy just bailed on the battle.
All right, fuck it. It's the Infinity War. Gotta take a restroom break.
You're gonna leave me here all alone.
Good luck.
Shane's being a pansy as usual. Can't hold his bladder. See, this is why they're warning so much about the 3-hour runtime. Because of vaginas like this, they can't even handle a 2-hour and 30-minute movie. Of course, Hulk, no. Big green asshole. Awesome. This is where we're at. The Hulk being called a big green asshole. And will he conveniently land into the shield? Yes, he will. Oh, and that's how he dies. Still a better death than the Ebony Maw guy. At least he ain't shot out of the ship and looked like an idiot. No, Harpo on Jamie, he couldn't have held it in for the fucking Snyder cut. Can't wait for in-game until it comes out on Blu-ray. What?
Woo! All right. I've returned and I didn't miss anything.
Not really.
Woo!
That one dude
That
died.
was rough. I'm not making it through Endgame. We'll just say that.
Well, everybody just questioned whether or not you could even make it through the Snyder cut.
I can make it through BVS. It's just when it's not that entertaining of a movie, that's the only thing I'm focusing on. Only on a Comic Movie Marks live stream.
That's why we only got 30 people watching.
But now I can at least finish my beer.
Oh, yeah, you're empty now. Evacuation complete. That doesn't make any sense. We don't trade lives. I told you to go. It doesn't mean you're saying anybody's going to die. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Ah.
So, Shane, you are a Batman fan. I'm assuming you're talking about the shirt. I enjoy Batman. He's second favorite hero. But I named my son Grayson. So I enjoy Nightwing, I think, the most.
There we go. This is where Doctor Strange really busted out.
If you're watching Snyder Cut, you better pinch that shit. Don't get dusted. Oh, yeah, easily. Well, when you're actually into the movie, like sucked into it, no problems. Watchmen, Batman vs. Superman, no problems at all. I don't know. It's just, I was like, fuck, this movie drags. Oh, dang, Chris. Chris's son's name is Grayson as well. Nice. Smart man. And then the other, Chris Wong.
Oh,
and then the
they're
other
just saying
is
Chris. I'm like, yeah, good old job.
The other is Oliver. Nice. I like that.
You know me? You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
My only curse is you.
Is he really cursed with knowledge? Seems awfully surprised by that. See, boom. This Power Stone's being blocked by Iron Man's shield.
Well, he's got the nanotech. He's bleeding.
Do you bleed?
You will.
Interesting that they cut out that punch from the trailer.
Yeah.
I've always wondered why.
Well, probably just to cut it down for time or something like that. The tone is all over the war, all over the place in Infinity War. Tries to be serious, then comedic, then serious again. Such a bipolar film.
That's where the love-hate comes from.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I do enjoy this movie. I enjoy a lot of aspects of it, but watching it this time, fuck, I don't know. Even with alcohol in me, there's just points of it where I'm like, man, there's a lot more humor than I remember.
Don't have enough. I'm ready to go. Woo!
This is a great movie.
Right.
No, like there's aspects that I do enjoy that I think they do well, and then there's just others where, I'm surprised. And I've seen this movie a couple times now.
Tony Stark should have died here.
Yeah.
Stop.
You're not that beat up, Strange. You could have helped him.
Life. But I will give you the stone.
Put in another one, spare the life. Give me the stone.
Yeah.
3 stones achieved that way.
And then the other ones we don't even know.
Yeah. Only the soul stone. Chuck the
Couldn't you conjure up a fake time stone?
We said no tricks.
Oh yeah.
So it has to be honest.
Yeah. I'm a man of my word.
I like how don't kill him. Like he's already got a knife through his fucking liver. Probably a kidney. Like Human Anatomy 101, Strange. You're not a very good doctor. All right, so we're coming up to when we originally saw this movie. To kind of one of the most badass parts. But I'm going to bring something up that I've never brought up on the show before. I have actually said it, but I actually always removed it from when I edited it. When Thanos shows up on Earth, I want to point something out. I'm curious what the comment section says. Yeah, you know, your liver and kidneys and shit are still fucked up. You can...
No, it's good. See?
Yeah. It's the whole that matters, right?
Did we just lose? Yeah, just a little bit.
But it was never said. It was never, the title was never said. God, the most telegraphed fucking thing ever. So you got a wooden stick with a ball on the end of it, you just beat the shit out of that thing?
Yeah, he's a badass.
Thor's just
Thor, yeah.
I can see why.
This makes me want to see a Thor 4 if he's like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking badass.
Actually, how about Thor versus Captain Marvel? So we see it a little
yeah,
bit.
no kidding.
What is it?
Okay. He's here. I want to turn it up a little bit, but that won't do any good. All right. So here's the thing. I've actually said it a couple times, but I always edit it out because I never have any proof. And I've actually played it for a couple of people, and they don't quite agree with me. I think Shane agreed with me on this. When Thanos comes out, listen to the music that plays. The dun, the dun. It sounds exactly like the T-1000 music from fucking Judgment Day.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, dun, dun, dun. But when he's walking, it goes dun, dun. It sounds just like the T-1000 music. Just give it a moment. If you're even watching with us. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. No. Dun, dun. It's just like the T-1000
Did we
music.
not post? Matt had it cut together.
I did, but I just
think,
decided
like,
not to go with it because
I
played it for a
couldn't
couple
remember.
people, and they're like, I don't hear it. And I'm like, okay, And I guess like it just felt like only you and I maybe even agreed on it.
Yeah,
So it's just like maybe it's just not worth it. But it sounds just fucking like it.
fucking.
Just imagine when the
Fucking fucking, what
T1000
a
walking
waste.
down the hallway. Durr, durr. I gotta see the comment section now.
We must have fought peacefully. We are out of time.
Chris Wong. T1000. It does, doesn't it? So I'm not the only one. I've actually said it in a couple episodes we've done.
Yeah,
But then I edited it out because I just don't feel like
now I won't be able to watch it again without seeing T1000.
it sounds just like it. Because I remember when we first saw it, I was like, man, that was epic music. That was
Yeah.
a great choice of music. And then I remember thinking about it later on, and I think I even had it in our Infinity War review, but I cut it out.
I think that's what you cut together, wasn't it, for the Infinity War review? That's what I mean. There are aspects of this movie that they do a solid job with the music, with dialogue.
But they stole that.
I mean, oh, still, they've stole a lot of the dialogue. Pretty close. This part right here is pretty sweet. Like the music behind, he's just wrecking everybody. I like this. Boom. Fuck you. Sit down, Bucky.
Thor already defeated Captain Marvel in the press tour. Yes, he did. Oh, her tasers didn't work.
Her little pistols. This part's fucking cool.
Sort of. It's kind of a last second thing, but yeah.
Yeah. I like the way that the slow motion is. The even to an aspect, the fact that Thanos gets surprised that Captain America can kind of, hold his own for a second. Matt, are you Guy Gardner? I enjoyed the ending the most. Thanos winning, yeah.
Wow, someone's pessimistic.
Yeah, right here.
And then I'd love this.
Just for a second, boom.
Should have broken his neck, but no. Again, this Infinity Gauntlet is...
This is kind of like Batman vs. Superman. See, even the music... Like, this is a solid fucking part right here.
I love you.
Not as good as You Are My World.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
See, that's what they're trying to... They're trying to get that moment, and they just doesn't. So now, just like Star-Lord had to kill Gamora and stuff, she kills...
yeah.
It's the same tropes over and over again.
Elizabeth Olsen's a solid actress, though.
You and your fetish for redheads.
Well.
I wouldn't call her a solid actress.
I think so. I think there's several aspects. There's some cringy acting in the MCU movies, but I don't think from her you can actually feel the emotion. That's my point.
I guess I'm not paying attention enough. This has got to suck. If all the things like you're supposed to feel bad for him, but I'm like,
we did it, and then whoop.
Just like the apple. Oh, what? Hey, I'm back. Sweet. Oh, and dead again. Oh man.
Goes gray. Thrown to the side.
Just like Batman in Justice League.
Something's definitely bleeding.
Boom. Where were you this whole time?
Yeah, seriously, perfect timing.
Again, I know he says they could defeat. It's a strong weapon, but again, it's blowing away Affinity Stones like they're nothing.
Chop off his fucking hand.
It's torture. Another O face. A lot of O faces in this movie.
My JLP PTSD kicked in.
No mention of Quicksilver by Wanda. Tough luck, Pietro. Yeah, he's long gone. He was several movies ago. Fuck him. She lost her accent. She lost her brother. She don't give a shit. Yeah, Hardboiled Entertainment. How many times did Thanos get an Infinity Stone because a hero made a stupid mistake and didn't take the stone away from the battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
This is pretty decent. Everything.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's happening, but cool.
It's just like Ghost Dad.
Yeah, I was about to say, it kind of reminds me of Ghost Dad.
I'll do you one better. Why is Quicksilver? Oh man.
Oh, you know what, guys? There's only like 30 that watched this whole thing with us, but it was great.
Yeah, thank you. You guys are more entertaining than this movie.
Why is Quicksilver? Oh, I should feel like I feel like I should just make that on the thumbnail. Fucking why? Oh, Steve. Dude, terrible CGI. I don't think he was supposed to go the first time. I think there was a lot of changes.
What makes you say that? Why don't you think you're supposed to go the first time?
Because it was just CGI. You could tell when something wasn't supposed to happen. Because the CGI
would have been
is so
hilarious
shit.
if his arm was like tink tink tink.
Just gives him the Terminator 2 thumbs up.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
I always forget she was in The Walking Dead. Always. Maybe it's the dreads.
Well, yeah, she went from dreads to mold.
That's pretty fucked up.
It'd be funny if they dustified Vision. You know he's dead.
Already.
Double. Thank God they got rid of Falcon. Let that be permanent.
Anyone need a duster?
Same thing with Bucky. Let those.
Spider-Man Death, Q, Ocean to Ocean. By the way, I laughed my ass off. Unfortunately, I had seen this. This got leaked before the movie even came out, so I already knew that Spider-Man was dying. I knew exactly how he was dying, so I didn't have any emotion to it.
I don't have any emotion because this movie, his sequel was announced.
Yeah, that's true.
That was my thing. Like, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because of shit.
I feel like I was kind of robbed though, because I do feel like to an extent.
Well, I might have seen an Endgame spoiler.
Oh, I haven't seen shit. Fortunately,
somebody fucking had the balls to put hashtag sorry not sorry on their phone. And I was like, you cunt sickle.
I don't know what's happening. I don't want to go. Don't want to go. Sir, please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Yeah, for once, the MCU's planning actually just made me laugh at this.
Yeah.
Because you knew there was a Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You knew there was Far From Home was already announced.
I do wish I would have been. I enjoy being emotionally invested in the characters and in the characters' deaths and things like that. I just wasn't with that, and I feel kind of robbed because a lot of people.
I don't really care that much
there
for
was
Tom
a
Holland's
comment-
Spider-Man, so fucking I get to give two shits.
I don't know. He's okay. I give him, I think, a lot of leeway
Check his
because
pulse.
of Michael Keaton.
Oh, I'm talking about Vision because you guys can't see what we're pointing at when he rolled.
Oh, if Captain Marvel takes out Thanos, no shit.
They can't do it.
Chris
They
Wong.
can't. They can't. If they do that, the MCU has officially jumped the shark.
Yeah, I didn't. I've heard this before. Hardboiled Entertainment. Apparently, Groot said to Rocket, "Dad."
Yeah, James Gunn said that.
I still don't hear it.
No, but he said it in I Am Groot language, but it means not dad.
Oh,
That's that. James Gunn's like, because people are like, what did Groot say at the end?
Dad. Yeah, which that would kind of hit you in the feels, but
If it was true.
yeah, not an afterthought of like, this is what he said. This part right here.
This does.
The
I do
music.
like this.
Yeah.
Because he talked about this, seeing a sunset on the grateful world, on a grateful universe.
Yeah, the music here is perfect.
His arm's all fucked up. I thought that was a great way to end.
Yeah,
They did
absolutely.
a good job on that.
The villain fucking wins. A lot of people, including my cousin, were pissed. Like, how can you end a movie that way? So, guess what? They're suckered in. That's perfect.
I have no idea. I cannot remember for the life of me what the in credit scenes were.
Superman's death was emotional and brutal if you watch Man of Steel.
Oh yeah, I remember one now. It's the Captain Marvel one with Samuel Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But is
That's
there
right.
two?
With the pager, I don't remember. There is a post-credit scene, yeah. Have you guys seen the weird trailer for this? Yeah, it is pretty funny.
Oh, that guy Aldo Jones, that dude does some amazing work. His Justice League trailer and BBS.
Oh my
trailer
gosh, yeah.
fucking funniest goddamn. And then some of these Avengers ones. I remember the funniest thing was when he has Thor turn around saying, "Who are you guys?" And it has Jay and Silent Bob from fucking their movie, whatever. Who the fuck are you?
See, even reverse Ash, wouldn't Bucky's arm stay intact with the rest of his body get dusted? Exactly. Like, it would have been hilarious. Tink, 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 tink. Would have been awesome.
Find me.
Oh, man. Man of Steel trailer 3, greater than this film. All of the trailers for Man of Steel were solid. I still watch those. How It Should Have Ended dubs are awesome, too, yeah.
Yeah, they've kind of fallen off, though. How It Should Have Ended has gotten... I don't know. Honest trailers and How It Should Have Ended, for me, both have kind of fallen off. They're just not as funny as they were anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's just like, I feel like they're too safe sometimes. I don't know. It's weird.
Vin Diesel's group. Just dropping in to say you guys are awesome. Love the unbiased style of your reporting, and you guys always have me laughing my ass off. Love the back wall too. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we upgraded the wall.
Thanks, Chris. Peace. Great commentary, guys. Talk to you guys later. All the things were dusted that were associated with the characters.
But why did the gun? The gun's just as artificial as the character.
They are.
But I guess like Falcon's backpack or his little wings and everything dusted too. So.
Yeah, that's true. Are we actually going to wait for the post-credit scene?
I don't know. I think there's two.
Is there?
I don't remember.
Man.
I don't. They started this thing with two. There's one serious one and one stupid one.
If his arm says it's gruesome. See? I'm telling you, it would have been fucking perfect. Then people would be like, oh.
Especially if it was pointing at Steve. Like,
You could have saved me. You could have prevented this. Just Fury. Possibly. I don't remember.
Is it just Fury then? If it's just Fury, then I might stop it here.
Why don't you rewatch now with the Russo brothers commentary?
Fuck. Did they really?
How would that would be interesting? A movie with other commentary with our shitty commentary over the top and restroom breaks.
Somebody's got a kid bladder.
Gonna make it. That's why I couldn't down any more beers. I'm like, oh gosh,
Oh,
this is bad.
got a collection over here.
Did Zack Snyder notice you guys at SnyderCon? I don't know. There was this really interesting point where my conceited mind was like, oh my gosh, he knows us. But there's a part where Snyder was talking about exactly where he sat in the theater when he was showing one of his early a World War II movie when he actually went to the school, World War I film when he actually went to the school. And he's standing up on stage and he goes, I was sitting right there, and he points. And I was sitting next to Dave Film Junkie, and he points like right at us, and he goes, and I know,
And Chris Wong was next to us as well.
yeah, and he goes, and I know who you are, by the way. Or
I know a couple of you guys there.
yeah, and so I was like, could that be us with our 2,000 subscribers?
I think
So,
he was talking about Chris Wong and Dave.
I think so too, but I was just happened to be right in between. I'm like, oh fuck, he knows us.
I think he might know. This may sound kind of good on my part, but I think he might have recognized me because of what happened the previous night when I screamed
Probably,
release
yeah.
the Snyder Cut. I kind of feel like that's why he circled the thing on my poster. Was, as you can clearly see right there, he circled that on my poster, but he didn't circle it on Shane's, which I thought was kind of odd. So that's kind of where I came to. Maybe he did,
But he did circle it on Dave's, and
but
Dave,
he knows Dave.
True, yeah.
I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he was circling people that he thought maybe would. I mean, maybe it was just random. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
and he did. We've joked about this before. He has liked other people sharing our posts. He's on Vero and things like that. He's liked those,
but we never had
but-
faces to it. So
no, yeah, exactly. So for
if we had our comic movie March shirts on when we did it,
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Still with 2,000 subs, I don't know.
But there, I've watched the part before I yelled release the Snyder Cut. I've watched that so many times recently, with a better camera angle where somebody in the front row was doing it, and I've watched it. And I'm looking at and you look at his face after he kind of pauses, and I almost feel like now this could be my mind working with me on this, like fucking with me. But I'm watching it. I'm like, man, he paused. He paused there and he let everything die down for somebody to do that. Like I felt like he was totally setting somebody up to do that. Because the way the volume dies, the way people die down a little bit, the way he kind of pulls the microphone around, and I feel like he's looking right in the middle of the audience.
I feel like he didn't know where to go after that, and then
Fine, take it away.
I think it was a perfect opportunity for you to yell it.
I'm a showman,
yeah, timing.
And it's not Dave that did that.
Timing is everything.
I keep seeing people post that comment.
Butt hurt much?
Well, just Dave and I don't sound anything alike. It just kind of blows me away. I'm like, I saw somebody posted just that part of the clip on YouTube, and I was watching it. And I looked down at the comments, and there's a couple of people saying, "Oh, that's definitely Dave, the film junkie." And I'm like, "He wasn't even there."
But it happened the second night or the third night. Some people are like, "Yeah, it was on the BBS night that someone yelled it." And so this is how shit gets. People run wild.
People did yell it on the BBS one, but it wasn't.
People yelled a lot of stuff on the BBS one,
but it wasn't recorded.
It was a constant like. I don't know if maybe Matt just opened the floodgates by yelling that, or if there was just a different, or maybe a mixture of both, but different group of people, because the entire movie, some of the stuff was pretty funny that people were yelling like, "Oh, that's my Superman," and then some chick was like, "That's my Superman,"
yeah,
when he takes his shirt off. So it was pretty funny, but then it kept going, and there were a couple aspects where we were. I don't even remember. Someone stands up and then a guy yells, "I rise with Zack Snyder," and and then people cheer. So it got a little out of hand at some points, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, the problem with somebody just brought up the guy that asked the Spider-Man question. I think it was Hardboiled Entertainment here. Yeah, the thing is though, If the guy just asked the Spider-Man question, I think if he just flat out asked it, I think he probably would have gotten less shit. But it's how he prompted it with, oh,
Yeah.
I got the biggest question on Twitter.
Yep, trolling.
Yeah, and you kind of feel like he did that on purpose.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. It's especially because he got a reaction out of Snyder, and where he said, "Oh, that makes me nervous."
Yeah,
you know, so
he's building it up.
Yeah,
building it up.
Yep. Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Fuck you.
If he would have just asked who's your favorite Spider-Man, we'd been like, okay, dumb question.
Yeah,
that would have just been rolled with the dumb questions. But he let it up in a way where I think a lot of people listening, a lot of people in that room, even me, I was like, okay, here we go.
Here it comes. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you can kind of feel the room, like people around us when we're sitting there, like, oh, here it comes. Finally, someone's gonna ask it. Nope. And it was before the chick actually asked it, or the girl, the person.
Yeah, it was. That was his fault. He shouldn't have done it like that. He really shouldn't have done it like that. But whatever. If he's off Twitter, he's off Twitter. But that's probably for him. It's probably for the best, really.
Yeah, just grabbing attention. Look at me, exactly. Just trying to be a troll and now claiming victim. Have either of you seen the Owl movie that Snyder has made? I believe my wife and I watched it like when it first came out, but nothing really sat with me. So I want to watch it again. I'm almost positive I've seen it one time because I was like, okay, this is the same guy who's done 300. I believe it came after Sucker Punch, so we were familiar with Snyder at that point and a lot of his work, but nothing really stuck with me. I couldn't tell you. I can remember some of the actors who did the voices. Maybe it's because I've seen it, repeated on Twitter and things like that, but I want to watch it again. I feel like there's a lot more to it.
Okay, yeah. So there's the Fury in credit scene. Yeah, 300 was the first movie that I ever recognized the name for directing as Zack Snyder, because I watched 300 probably. I think that's possible.
People still use Twitter.
Well, that's probably 300. I think was the first movie that I actually went back and saw multiple times. One, because I was old enough to do it. Because when you're younger and stuff, you don't really have that opportunity.
We have to have a guy who gets us into the theater. And
he
says tube sock.
Dude, I don't know if we've ever told this story, but real quick, I feel like we have to tell this story.
Yes,
now.
Absolutely.
We were 16. Yeah. I was 16. You might have been 15.
It was 2002, right, when Tupac Resurrection came out.
Maybe we were both 15. I had my license, but I got my license at a very early age.
Yeah.
15
we definitely 16, 15, like right around that age. So we can't go in. We were big Tupac fans, big Eminem fans, right?
But we're big Tupac fans.
Yeah, we were stoked for Tupac Resurrection to come out. But
it's rated R.
Yeah, it was rated R. So we walk up, and I don't even remember how we just randomly asked some dude.
Yeah, we just asked the guy in front of us.
Hey, do you mind buying these tickets for us? And then we'll give you the money. And he was like,
what movie are you watching?
No problem. Yeah.
What movie are you watching? We'll buy 2 tickets, because he was with him and his wife or girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. And he was an older guy. And we're like, hey, we'll get you the 2 tickets. Hold on. Our Planet trailer here is about to fucking play.
And we totally missed the after credit scene we were just waiting for. But this is worth it. This is worth it.
So we asked the guy, what movie are you getting? And I don't remember what movie he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't Tupac.
Right.
So we're like, okay, can you get, because it was obviously a movie that we could get with our age. So we're like, hey, can you get 2 tickets for Tupac Resurrection? And we'll get.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And we'll get 2 tickets.
Yeah.
We'll get your 2 tickets for whatever the hell you were watching. And he's like, okay. And yeah, it's a white dude. And we walk up there, and he's like, can I get 2 tickets for Tube Sock Resurrection?
We about fucking lost it. We're like, fucking Tube Sock? Are you shitting me? Like, come on, man. And then, we bought for whatever the fuck it was. I don't remember.
Then we switched tickets and walked into the theater.
He had to be dicking with us.
Yeah. So, Tube Sock Resurrection.
And then we saw a lot of our friends and stuff there too.
Yeah, I'm like, how'd you guys get it?
Yeah, exactly. Who showed up before us as they're walking out? We're like, what? Because there was this rumored thing that there was supposed to be. Actually, I want to say it was like an after credit scene that you wait till the end of the credits, and Tupac was supposed to show up. And this was back when people still believed that he was alive. And Matt and I used to do all these.
The
all
first
this-
conspiracy that we ever believed in.
Yeah, absolutely.
We used to read the website all the time.
Yep, Bone
I
Thugs and Harmony.
I actually
He's
just
alive. He's alive.
I just listened to that song recently. That's what made me remember some of
Yeah.
that shit.
So there was rumors that I want to say it was an after credit scene or something along those lines that he was gonna pop out and say something or some shit like that. No, that didn't happen, and that was the first thing we asked when some of our friends came out of it because they were the showing right ahead of us. So it's funny times.
Asked if it was any good, and this very, very white dude that pretended to be very, very black with his very saggy pants came out.
Yep.
Like, hey, man, is the movie any good? Fuck yeah, it's good, man. It's Tupac.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, perfect.
Go right ahead.
Oh man.
Good times.
fucking times. Yep.
All right, so that's going to end our Avengers Infinity War. Watch along.
What a cluster. Thank you guys. I mean, you all made this super entertaining. Is good stuff. I enjoy aspects of Infinity War. I feel like this is a movie that I have to watch with my kids to really enjoy it because I'm watching it now and I'm like, meh, not as good as I remember it, but I don't know. It's pretty solid. We're definitely gonna have to figure out another great watch along.
Yeah.
We wanted to do this in preparation for Endgame. So thank you all for suffering along.
Maybe
with us.
X-Men 3 for when Dark Phoenix comes out.
Yeah. Perfect.
Lowest ratings ever.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's got to be. We talk about this all the time. Got to be comedy, but
Yeah,
man,
I think Batman Forever.
Yeah.
We have to do Batman Forever or Batman and Robin.
Yeah. yeah,
I
for
think.
sure.
Or any
It's-
random
it's-
Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah, it's got, especially with all the references we do.
Damn Jim, I'm a
Captain
doctor,
Slog.
not a pool man.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway,
great stuff. Thank you guys.
in case I don't see you,
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
you're going to have to hit.
Oh shit.